Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is SockMonkeyMike, along with my big boy, Vagabond here, and today we're going to give you guys our WrestleMania predictions for this year's WrestleMania 35 from New York, New Jersey. Are you excited for this?
Absolutely. It's Christmas Day for wrestling fans.
Exactly. That's why I'm excited to do this from our live studio that we definitely did not steal. So, let's get things started right now. All right.
Let's start with the match that's most certainly going to be on the pre-show.
Okay, so
the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Man, see, with that match in particular, I mean, you know I'm biased towards Kevin Owens, because right now, currently, Kevin Owens doesn't have a match on WrestleMania as like a singles match or like towards anything, so I really believe that if Kevin's in it, he's going to win it, but I have no doubt that Braun might win it.
You got to commit to one or the other.
Alright, and bleep that out. And I don't know. You know what? Braun.
You're going to pick Braun Strowman?
I'm going to pick Braun Strowman.
Shit. Because I was going to pick Braun Strowman.
We can agree?
No, I'll pick Kevin Owens.
See, why is it in these situations where you have to be the opposite?
Because it makes it interesting. It's not going to be interesting if we all pick the same thing.
True. Alright then. So,
Kevin Owens and you pick Braun Strowman.
Yeah. So basically, we have the Boston Hut Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks, versus...
Oh, is that the Boston Hut Connection? Thanks for clarifying that.
Versus the Iconics, which is Billie Kay and Peyton Royce.
Is that the Iconics? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Double I. Anyways, and then we have the team of Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Now,
they're being called the Divas of Doom.
You're not serious.
I'm dead serious.
Are you just looking that up from Wikipedia?
No. They're called the Divas of Doom, I swear to God.
Alright, well, the Divas of Doom, I don't fucking believe you, but okay.
They're only gonna do it for one day. It's not gonna be it's like Dogs of War. They're not gonna run with it for years. It's just this one time.
My prediction for this is that the Iconics are gonna be victorious and are gonna be the new women's tag team champions.
Why do you think that?
Because Peyton Royce is hot, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. No, they deserve it. They've been having a huge rivalry with the Boston Hut Connection. It would only make sense because they are also a part of the SmackDown Live roster, and I would love to see the women's championships in SmackDown rather than just on Raw. Because if you look at it, the Boston Hut Connection are on Raw. The Divas of Doom, you said? Wow, the Divas of Doom are on
I could not
Raw.
make that up.
And then isn't Tamina?
Yeah, Nia Jax and Tamina.
Yeah, they're on Raw too, so it
they're
only makes
also in this match, in case you were wondering.
Yeah. Did I not say that? Wow, I'm really bad at my job.
Don't worry, it's fine.
But
I forgot about them too.
Wow, we're gonna get sued. So basically, my prediction: the Iconics, and they're gonna represent SmackDown proudly. And yeah, so that's my prediction.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that. They're the only team on SmackDown. But I still think it's going to be Beth Phoenix and Natalya, just because they never resist a chance to put some person that used to be a full-timer and is now a part-timer and have them win a championship for a feel-good moment. They did it with the Hardy Boys a couple of years ago. They did it with Goldberg, and they're probably going to do it now here too, because they've just been hastily inserted in this, and you know they'll never resist an opportunity to screw Bayley out of a title. It's their new kink.
Everything has a new kink in WWE. I mean, you can...
No handicaps, no stipulations. It's a straight up one-on-one singles match. But you know he's gonna have
Leo Rush on his side.
Yeah, and also Jinder Mahal probably.
What?
Can you believe a year and a half ago he was WWE champion?
Yeah, dude. I mean, when it comes to this match, I really want Finn Balor to win, because Finn Balor has the capabilities of actually going on a long championship run with it. I really don't see Lashley retaining unless they're gonna say fans. We don't give about what you want. So, but my prediction.
That would be new for them.
Yeah, but I say Finn Balor. I don't know what your predictions.
You're saying Finn Balor now?
I'm saying Finn Balor. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean,
wait. What do you mean now? It's always been Finn Balor.
You said Bobby Lashley earlier. But it's all right. Yeah, it would be weird for them to go back to Finn Balor, because he won the title, lost it a couple weeks later back to Lashley, and he's already beaten Lashley and Leo Rush in a handicap match. So you'd think he would have no problem beating Lashley on his own. This is tough. I think maybe just Lashley because I think they're getting Finn Balor ready to maybe go to the main event, or the shakeup's coming up. He might go to SmackDown, and he may be the guy to be the main eventer there. I mean, the club is also there. They haven't really tapped that yet, where it's Finn Balor in the club other than Styles in the club. So I think Lashley holds on to the title for now. They're still doing that thing with him and Lio Rush, and they can give Balor a fresh start on a new show.
So you say Lashley. So do you think that Lio Rush might be involved in a rivalry with Lashley? Thus, maybe we could see the first ever cruiserweight actually get a singles title outside of 205 Live.
I don't think they do it to where Lio beats Lashley for the title, but I think they're going to separate them eventually. They've already kind of teased it. And I think there's going to come to a point where Lashley just kind of goes on his own as a singles guy because he's capable, and Lio Rush can either go back to 205 Live, or maybe they're sticking with someone else, or maybe even compete for a secondary title in the future.
Something that you personally don't like because you think A, it's going to be on the pre-show.
It's going to be on the pre-show,
and B, because it's a part of 205 Live. I'm talking about the Cruiserweight Championship.
Can you believe they're going to put the Cruiserweights on the pre-show? It's not like they've done that like the last 10 pay-per-views. Oh, except Super Showdown.
The Cruiserweight Championship match.
But actually, when it was in Super Showdown, it was in Buddy Murphy's hometown, and now they're in Tony Nese's hometown. So you're right, it's gonna be. You know what? Fuck the women's triple threat. This is the main event. Get the purple ropes out. It's the Cruiserweight Championship match, everyone. Oh, dude, and your boy Drew Gulak's gonna be there, right? Or did he lose in the semifinals? Oh, he lost in the semifinals, didn't he?
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Between the Cruiserweight Champion, Buddy Murphy, who I'm a big fan of, versus Tony Nese,
also known as not Drew Gulak,
for the Cruiserweight title. Two best friends going at it.
Are they best friends?
They used to be training buddies.
In real life or in storyline?
Storyline.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, I don't know. Since you have a lot to fucking say, go ahead.
Ooh. Whoa, just take it easy, man.
You sound like Kev, but anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the Cruiserweight matches are always entertaining. It's just they don't put a lot of effort into their stories, so it's not really compelling to watch. If you're a pure wrestling fan, yeah, 205 Live's a fun show to watch, but they never really put the effort into making them entertaining, and if you're not going to put the effort in, why should the fans? Now, I like the Cruiserweights. There's not really a Cruiserweight I don't like, other than Enzo, but he's not around anymore, so...
Thank God,
Yeah. Yeah, this is a weird matchup. I do like Tony Nese. He hasn't really had a chance to shine yet, but I think Buddy Murphy is gonna keep rolling as champion. That's the one thing they've done well with Cruiserweights, is that they at least let their champions reign for a long time. They did it with Neville, they did it with Cedric Alexander, and they should be doing it with Buddy Murphy too. And Buddy Murphy might be a guy that's good enough to go up and challenge for a secondary title or even a main event title one day. But as for now, I think Buddy Murphy just keeps running through challengers and he beats Tony Nese.
So you're saying the Unstoppable will be unstoppable, and he will prevail over Tony Nese, who, mind you, it's going to be in his hometown per se.
Per se, it is his hometown.
So you're basically saying Buddy Murphy.
Yes.
All right. See, I'm going to say the complete opposite. I'm going to say Tony Nese because A, he's more worthy of being champion, and B, I just want to see a good fight. I really don't give a shit about who wins because both guys are great in my opinion. It's not Drew Gulak, because thanks for pointing that out.
It's not Drew Gulak.
But yeah, I say Tony Nese for the win. Okay, so I'll say my rundown and then I'll go ahead. Because I personally...
Is Drew Gulak in this match?
Anyways, I can tell our camera guys are laughing right now, but I'm going to hit them later. Anyway, so basically, see... I love Samoa Joe because I love him as a heel, and I love him how he has established himself as a heel, especially now as a champion. Mm-hmm. I love his promos are amazing. You take a look at his promos, and you can really feel the passion that he has. Really, I personally, I want Samoa Joe to retain and actually have a reign to remember and stuff like that. Yeah. But I really think that Rey Mysterio is actually going to win it, especially having his son involved again in the storyline. So, in my opinion, I really think that my prediction is going to be Rey Mysterio for the win. I don't see it any other way unless they're really going to have people heated and have Rey Mysterio choked out in front of his own son.
That's definitely something they're going to do.
And it could happen. I'm not a time traveler. I can't go into the future and back.
Wait, you can't? Is Drew Gulak champion in the future?
I don't know. Is your girlfriend there in the future?
Yeah, she is. And Drew Gulak's still not champion. So you think they're gonna do a whole Goldberg thing where Rey Mysterio wins the title and his son takes his shirt off and they hug in the ring?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be fun. But what also would be fun is, like you say, Samoa Joe chokes Rey Mysterio out in front of his own son, which would be hilarious. It's not something they haven't done before. They've had Rusev beat up Titus O'Neil in front of his son before he kissed his son on the mouth, which was super weird. No. You don't remember that?
No, I remember that. Just don't remind me
It
of
was
that.
like a full 3-second kiss, too. It was like Tom Brady. Do you think Titus O'Neil and Tom Brady hang out and talk about how much they love to kiss their sons on the mouth?
This is our video. This is not your.
This is a sidebar. So I think Samoa Joe wins. I think he should be holding the championship for way longer. They've been having him do nothing but lose, even as champion. He really needs the win. Well, I mean, no one really needs the win, but you know what I mean. Like, it would be good for his character if he kept the title. And if no one looks better in loss than a guy like Rey Mysterio or Jeff Hardy, those really charismatic high flyers. They're small, so they're inherently the underdog. So Rey Mysterio looks good, but I think Samoa Joe retains.
I'm excited about it too. I think that this match is going to be really a match that might be the match of the night, in my opinion.
It could.
Two great competitors that have so much to their arsenal. You know, both given each, the tremendous experience that they had in both of their illustrious careers and stuff like that, spanning almost 20 years. I think AJ Styles is at that 20-year point, and then Randy Orton's
close behind. It was 2002 he made his debut.
Yeah, 2002. Yeah. So yeah, almost 20 years, guys. But this match is hard to call in terms of predictions because both are kind of at a hot level, at hot momentum of
AJ Styles is a little bit on the downswing.
Right. It's like he needs the win, and then Randy Orton kind of needs the win because he really hasn't been on that winning streak at Mania either. He lost the United States Championship last year to Jinder Mahal, which was a stupid decision, but hey.
That'll slow your momentum down.
Yeah, and he also, WrestleMania 33, WrestleMania 33, he won the WWE Championship.
What other belts has Randy Orton lost to Jinder Mahal?
Too many.
Other than the United States Championship, do you remember?
The WWE Championship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In front of his dad. Just like Rey Mysterio is going to lose the title in front of his son.
Wow. My prediction, contrary to a lot of popular belief, I would say Randy Orton for the win.
Yeah, I could see Randy Orton winning. It's very interesting that when Styles came into the company, everyone kind of had these ideas of, oh wow, he can face Nakamura. Oh wow, he can face Owens. He can maybe even face Bryan if he comes back. And then all those three things happened, but he never really had like a top-end 5-star match with any of those guys. As a matter of fact, his best matches have probably come against John Cena,
right,
who is probably closest to Randy Orton in terms of in-ring style. So I'm hoping maybe that kind of meshes again, and he has a really good match with Randy Orton. Randy Orton can turn in really good matches when he's given something well to work with, and you can't be given anything better to work with than AJ Styles.
Right.
So I think they have a really good match. I think they still have stuff planned for Styles. He might be going to Raw now that he's not the champion anymore, which would be really fun to watch. It'd be a shame because in that same universe in my head, that means Balor's going to SmackDown and they still end up not meeting up.
Which is a damn shame.
It is a shame. But yeah, I think they can do more with Styles than they can with Orton. Orton's going to be there no matter what. He has that prestige with him. So I think they go with AJ Styles for the win.
Are we going for the match that I'm waiting for, or are we going to...
Oh, you mean Shane McMahon versus The Miz? Falls count anyway.
I mean, like, I'm excited for that match, but then again, like, I kind of saw it coming because, they lost the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles to the Usos, and then...
Yeah, once they became champions, you knew where they were going.
Yeah, No, go ahead.
Originally, I thought they were going to lose their tag team title match. They were going to go their separate ways then, with Miz still being face and McMahon still being face. And then eventually, since now that Miz has an in, McMahon would give him a chance to compete for the WWE title, and it was going to be a face Miz versus a heel Bryan at WrestleMania to kind of culminate their years-long rivalry. But no, they went this way, which is very interesting. It's weird to see Shane McMahon be a heel again after all these years.
I say Shane McMahon for the win, only because if you look at the WrestleMania record for both men, Shane has not won a WrestleMania as far as my knowledge goes. I don't believe he won at WrestleMania X7, did he?
I think he beat X-Pac one year at WrestleMania. I don't know which one.
Oh, you know what? You're right. He beat X-Pac for the European Championship at WrestleMania X. Oh, no.
I think it was maybe 15.
Maybe it was 15, you're right. And then, but I don't think he won any matches besides that.
But that was 20 years ago.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't think they account WrestleMania record in terms of who should win and who should lose. I think just Shane McMahon's like his dad. And I don't think his dad's ever won at WrestleMania either, where his dad does some crazy shit, makes it look fantastic, and he loses because the wrestler obviously beats the non-wrestler.
Right.
So he's going to get beat up in front of his dad.
Yep.
Just like Rey Mysterio's going to get beat up in front of his kid.
Yes. All right. Man, I need to get some
Jesus
lotion
Christ.
for this. All right, so.
What?
Sure. What?
What's your pick, man?
My pick is for the Scottish psychopath, the 6 foot.
You don't need to call him that. You don't work.
6'6", 6'7" beast.
He got like outrageously more swole since he's been here last.
Yeah.
He was very pale. He was still muscular, but Jesus, now he's like fucking hairy and tan and shit, which is insane because he's Scottish.
Right.
Have you seen him?
Yes, but I saw him up close, man.
I'm sure you did.
Man, hold on, I gotta take all my glasses off really quick and clean this, sweat off. But
Do you think Drew McIntyre?
yes, I think Drew McIntyre because A, it's his first WrestleMania back, and I really think that again, talking about heat, he could get some major heat because mentioned about leukemia and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be surprised.
They're not gonna bring that up. They're not gonna bring up.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Roman would win though because
No.
it's his first match back. But for my pick, Drew McIntyre. Let's get that dough.
Roman Reigns, because he's Roman Reigns. That has not changed at all.
Right.
The fans are now behind him, so they're going to kind of test the waters. They've been putting Drew McIntyre on a tear right now. He's been beating up Dean Ambrose, but of course Dean Ambrose is leaving, so there's no real
reason.
for Dean Ambrose to beat him. I think this is just a welcome back Roman Reigns match and kind of get him back on track and kind of gauge the fans. Okay, he's been back for a while now. Let's see if you're still interested. If he wins and the fans start to boo again,
That'd be amazing.
that would not be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see Drew McIntyre win because I think that's the more interesting option. But I think they're just going to have Roman Reigns tear through him. He's going to eat a few Claymore kicks. He'll come up with his super punchy man arm that he has to cock for extra punching
don't
power.
do that. There's kids
What,
in the
this?
room. There's kids
What?
in the room.
Roman Reigns does it. It's PG. It is.
Just don't
He
do
just
it.
cocks his arm for extra punching power. What's the problem, Michael? Does this make you feel uncomfortable?
My name is Mike.
Is this not okay? Is this uncomfortable for you?
I hope there's no graphics of like water
Is this not okay? It's just for extra punching power. Roman Reigns does it all the time.
if you make
It's
a meme
totally
out of this,
cool.
I swear to God. Can we just say the prediction already? Because like, is there really something to talk about this match? Because really no one really wanted Baron Corbin to be the guy, but then WWE says, F us. So,
I don't think that's what they said.
but that's what they meant. So,
It fits. It fits storyline wise.
So, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
It's Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, so he can have that to say, like, I ended Kurt Angle's career a lot like how Drew McIntyre got to say he made Kurt Angle tap out with the ankle lock. It's just a way to, it's just something to give Baron Corbin. Maybe he won't lose that to Jinder Mahal with John Cena's help, but it's not a career ender. He just has to retire as a wrestler. He'll still be in NXT and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying in terms of in-ring competition.
Yeah, it would have been a dead giveaway if they said you have to leave WWE entirely because no one would buy that.
Yeah.
But it is very believable this could be Triple H's last match as well.
Yeah. So, again, I think this is another one where I think we're on the same page despite all of our differences earlier in the video.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking Batista. I think you're thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking Batista as well.
Because he could ride off that momentum of, I ended Triple H's in-ring career, yeah. And then he could just go back to Hollywood making all those millions of dollars, you know what I mean?
It was an interesting wrinkle to add, the whole stipulation that Triple H's career is over, because before that, it was pretty cut and dry. I thought Triple H was winning, and now this happens, and now I'm not sure. I can see both guys winning, but I think it might be Batista, because Triple H hasn't really had a good few last matches. despite it being tag team where it's a little more protected and then the pressure's not on him. So yeah, I think it's just Triple H's way of saying, I'll job to Batista one last time, and I'll end it the way his run started, was by losing to him at WrestleMania.
But the question is, do you really think that Batista is going to be in WWE after this match? No?
No. He's got to film... Oh no, well, Endgame's already been filmed. He's got to film Guardians of the Galaxy 3. James Gunn's back.
I hate Guardians of the Galaxy.
Drax is back. What if he just shows up on set as Batista? I would pay to see that. He just no makeup, it's just him in blue tights and his little star belly button tattoo. That'd be cool. Him and Rocket Raccoon?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My God.
What's the matter?
Okay, so what the matter is, I just hate how people are thinking of this match as like Daniel Bryan versus Triple H would then go on to Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton and Batista from WrestleMania 30. But I just like I'm fully invested in the storyline with Kofi Kingston and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But we were discussing earlier, I really think that this is going to span over 2 WrestleManias. I really think that Daniel Bryan will retain. I'm sorry, the new Daniel Bryan.
You don't have to call him that.
It's respect.
He's the exact same thing.
That's like calling him the Chris Hernandez.
Or the new Chris Hernandez. Hi, Chris.
Or just the new Kevin Morris.
No, it's just Kevin
Makes
Morris.
no fucking sense.
Yeah. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. It's just the new Daniel Bryan, but he looks exactly the same. He does the exact same moves. He's still a vegan. He's just a bad guy now.
What's wrong with vegans?
There's nothing wrong with vegans.
Oh, he did?
Well, yeah, that's his thing. He's a vegan, so now
I'm a vegan.
He makes fun of how fat the fans are for eating meat,
I hate meat
all the time. He makes fun of fans that look like me, essentially. I know, it's brutal. But I still love him. I still love you, D-Bry. Come back home. Yeah, it's true. Like, a lot of people compare this to Daniel Bryan's journey to WrestleMania 30, but that one was considerably longer. He had been dicked around in the storyline for a lot longer and came so close so many times, whereas this with Kofi Kingston just started Elimination Chamber. They're trying to sell it like he's been in the company for this long, but he hasn't really had any legitimate shots at the title until now. They can still milk this where he keeps on getting an opportunity, getting just so close, but at the last minute something goes wrong. They can stretch this to SummerSlam, I would assume, which would be fine. I mean, it would suck that he doesn't get to win at WrestleMania, but it's not nothing they haven't done before. So I think Kofi Kingston gets agonizingly close. Probably pull what they did with Dean Ambrose and Triple H at Roadblock, where he gets the pin, but on a technicality, it doesn't count. He gets the visual win, like he gets the pin, or he gets him to tap out, or what have you. But just for whatever rule reason, he doesn't get the win. Then Daniel Bryan sneaks in and takes the win.
So basically, you're saying that he's just going to get screwed, like how he has been, like on the Gauntlet match, how he has been, and all that. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I completely agree with you. I really see, like I mentioned before, the new Daniel Bryan.
You just call him Daniel Bryan.
Put that respect, bro.
I respect Daniel Bryan. You don't have to call him the new Daniel Bryan.
Well, I mean, it's always forced upon him. But yeah, so basically, Daniel Bryan retaining at WrestleMania, making a lot of fans pissed, and
which is crazy for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like 2 or 3 years ago, that they're gonna main event and then people were gonna boo Daniel Bryan because Kofi Kingston didn't win? Yeah. I mean, even 6 months ago, this matchup would have been crazy because AJ Styles was rolling as champion. Kofi Kingston was, I mean, the New Day were kind of falling off. They were like pre-show, then they were just kind of in between match entertainment or fodder, and now Kingston versus Bryan for the title, and everyone's super hyped. I'm really happy for him.
But we both agree, Daniel Bryan. Cool. Oh. Okay, so again, I hate how fans think that this match is a one and done.
You really hate the fans, don't you?
Anyways, I'm not obligated to say anything, so basically, I just hate how people think that this is a one and done deal. I just hate how they think that Seth Rollins is going to go into WrestleMania, slay the beast, and then boom. Like, honestly, I wish it was that easy, but look at what happened last year's WrestleMania main event. Mm-hmm. You look at Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, and everybody, even me, I was thinking Roman Reigns is going to slay the beast. Mm-hmm. Boom.
I did too.
You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, like, Roman loses.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, like myself included, was pissed.
Well, they were trying to build sympathy for Roman Reigns. There's no need to build sympathy for Seth Rollins. The fans already genuinely like him, and they need to move on from Brock Lesnar, and now is their chance.
Right.
And I know we said that last year, and I know we say that every time, but yeah, this seems like a legitimate... They're not putting so much emphasis on it as they normally do, because every time there's a Brock Lesnar main event, they're like, oh my god, is this finally going to be it?
Right.
Is this when he's finally going to lose the title? But now it's more of just kind of like, okay, Seth Rollins won the Royal Rumble, he's going to face Brock Lesnar, and that's how it's going to be. I think it's just infinitely more interesting to have Seth Rollins win the title because of what lies ahead. Whereas if he loses, then you kind of have all these guys, plus whoever's coming from SmackDown, kind of still not doing anything. And then Bobby Lashley is your Intercontinental Champion. He's already feuded with Seth Rollins. Are you going to do Lashley versus Reigns to main event your next few pay-per-views before SummerSlam? They're tired of paying Brock Lesnar a fuck ton of money to show up.
That's that money.
I'm sure he has no problems with that, but yeah, it's just, I think it's best for all parties involved if they finally move on now, and I'm not just saying that because that's what people always say. I just think it just makes more sense for all involved that Seth Rollins finally wins. And they need to book someone else to be strong enough to beat Brock Lesnar other than Goldberg and Roman Reigns.
See, deep in my heart, I want to believe that. But you have to also look at the reality of it too. Again, this WrestleMania could be the most heated WrestleMania of all time.
Maybe.
With all the matches
winning.
like all the heels winning. And that gets us, controversy. But that's what you want for your WrestleMania is, controversy. You don't want people talking and stuff like that. And what more for people to talk about than Brock Lesnar retaining once again?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You have to look at the business side of things. And of course, I'm not saying just because I'm dressed for the occasion, but that's how it is, even in real life.
Triple threat.
Finally,
with both women's titles involved, I'm assuming.
So let's talk about that before we actually make our predictions. So he just barely...
I just caught up on SmackDown right before we started filming.
Right, so on
and I just found out that Charlotte Flair was women's champion.
So on SmackDown Live, for those who don't know, Charlotte Flair challenged Auska in an impromptu championship match. Which, again, wasn't announced, it wasn't hyped or anything. It was just literally just made that moment.
Which, God, now what about Auska? Because there's no women's battle royal this year. There's no uterus championship for them that they're going to win. The big uterus cup that they gave them last year.
A uterus?
It looked like a uterus, I swear to God.
You mean the trophy?
Yeah, that looked like it was supposed to be the Fabulous Moolah thing, and then oh wait, no, Fabulous Moolah's a terrible person. Quick, give him a trophy that looks like a uterus. It looks like a uterus. Go back. It looks like a uterus.
A uterus.
Look it up.
I know I looked it up. I've seen the trophy.
It looks like a uterus. Don't look like you have no idea what I'm talking.
I thought we were doing this for the kids, man. There's little kids right now.
What? Uterus isn't a dirty word. You could find it in a fucking textbook.
Are you encouraging kids to look it up on the textbook?
You need to know these kind of things.
No!
Mike, you don't know anything about the women's reproductive system.
Are you saying I can't get...
I'm not saying it. Implying it, maybe.
Bleep that out, because I don't want the kids to hear it. So
you're giving me shit for saying uterus, but you're going to go ahead and say pussy. Okay.
Don't look into the camera and say pussy.
What, pussy?
We're going to get demonetized. Oh, wait, are we even monetized? No, we're not.
They use their uteruses. You might want to look up at one of those.
That's such a Kevin joke. And I really want him to have...
We're going to need to cut that too, because that's not going to be cool at all to say.
Hey, just heads up, we got 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's a heads up.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel bad for Auska because she's not going anywhere now. I don't know what she's going to end up doing. They shoved all the women they can into that women's tag team match, and that's a shame because Auska is really good and she deserved to be champion. But yeah, and so as far as I know, it's not for both titles or not unifying the titles, which gives me reason to believe after this, Charlotte will be going to SmackDown. Becky Lynch, who I'm picking to win, is going to Raw, and hopefully Ronda Rousey fucks off because I'm sick of her.
I don't know. I mean, at the same time, I really think that both titles are going to be unified. And then, there's rumors going around saying that there's only going to be one women's title for both brands.
Like the women's tag titles?
Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of women's tag teams. There are a lot of women, so that's why you can have 2 brands and 2 belts. I mean, come on, how many of these women tag teams were just thrown together in the last month or so? Other than Bayley and Banks
Fire and Desire.
All right, who the fuck is that?
Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about the. A lot of people are saying Ronda's gonna leave. She wants to start a family, and that might be for the best because apparently she has a lot of shit going on backstage from all of her Twitter outbursts.
Are you referring to more scissoring?
No, I'm referring to the part where she called Becky Lynch's move fake. I'm referring to that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're messing with my girl like that. Okay.
I'm not messing with your girl like that. I love Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is hot. Anyways.
It's beside the point. What?
What? What? Does our cameraman have something to say?
People can win women's wrestling matches without being hot, Mike.
No, but like literally, my pick is Becky Lynch because,
She's
like,
hot.
Shut up. Becky Lynch is my choice because she's earned it, in my opinion. SmackDown Women's Champion, second ever Royal Rumble winner for the women's. You know, she's done so much in her decorated career already. I've been a fan actually, and we've been discussing about this too.
Yeah, since Takeover Arrival, I've been a fan of Becky Lynch.
Well, no, for me it's been since 2014 when she was in that Irish galloping gimmick.
Everyone hates that.
That was hot.
Becky Lynch hates that.
It won't true. Becky, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah, don't listen to our cameramen at all, and their unnecessary commentary about boobs. Anyways.
Answer my DMs, by the way, please.
Please.
Why do you gotta shoot?
Please.
Wait, why do you gotta shoot your shot?
I already shot my shot. She left me on red.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Yeah, I might not be Becky's type, surprisingly.
So with that said, that is our WrestleMania predictions. For the most part, we agreed to disagree.
Yeah, we disagreed on a lot, but that's good. It makes things interesting.
But hey, at least we agreed on a lot of stuff, like from Batista to Baron Corbin, Becky Lynch as well. You know, but it was an awesome time. You know, we had an awesome time. Talked about uteruses. We talked about.
We have to cut a lot of that out.
You know, our cameraman had some time to talk. Well, I mean,
Chris, do you want to say anything?
Anyways, so this was awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be really excited to be watching WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
I really think that this card is more stacked than previous WrestleManias. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know about you.
Yeah, this looks like a really good card. I mean, last year looked like a good card too, and unfortunately it didn't deliver as well as I thought it could have. But yeah, they put another really good card together. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
And it's gonna be live from New York, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium.
Real quick, you gotta rifle off your 5 picks for NXT. No explanations, just rifle off your 5 picks for NXT.
All right, 5 picks for NXT. I'm thinking Shayna Baszler. I'm thinking Walter. I'm thinking no, take that back. Not Walter. I'm thinking Pete Dunne. I'm changing my pick.
Okay.
I'm thinking Pete Dunne to retain. I'm thinking Velveteen Dream to retain. I'm thinking Ricochet and shit, and Aleister Black to retain.
No,
I mean to win the titles.
No, Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano are fighting for the NXT championship.
Oh yeah, and Johnny Gargano for the win.
Okay. I'm picking who are Aleister Black and who are Aleister Black and what are they facing again?
The War Raiders.
War Raiders. Okay, yeah, I think the War Raiders retain. I think Io Shirai wins the NXT Women's Championship. I think Matt Riddle wins North American Championship. Who else besides the NXT Championship is Walter? I think Walter wins the UK title, and I think I'll just say Adam Cole. That match could go either way. It really depends on what they're going to do with Johnny Gargano from here on out. If Johnny Gargano wins, he stays and maybe finishes with Tommaso Ciampa, depending on how long he's going to be on the bench. If not, he'll just go to the main roster. But other than that, I'm just going to go Adam Cole.
Man. Awesome predictions. You know, we just wrapped them out, you know, really quick.
Yeah.
It was awesome to do this, you know, with you, Jake.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it's been
it.
fun.
Mr. Vagabond. Yeah, this is awesome. Coming from SockMonkeyMike, I'm really excited to see WrestleMania. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. So appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe. I don't know if you want to plug anything.
Yeah, just check me out on Vagabond.
They're saying it's going to be 8 hours long, which... That's gonna be
I'll watch Takeover. You just give me the highlights of WrestleMania. Takeover is the show to watch anyways.
and lost again.
Okay,
that's what I meant.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not the perfect human in the world.
You didn't explain it quite right. I'm sorry.